My hair looks bad, but I'm always like that. I'm never serious about my hair. Actually, I'm carrying this because I'm outside. I want to go and get milk, and then after that I'm going to get milk. No, milk, and then get oil. Like lately, I love stepping out in the evening so that I can always shed a little bit. It's not like I'm saying I'm fat. Of course I'm fat, but I'm trying to keep myself more active rather than doing everything from home and not stepping out, like just walking around. So please leo kujanyesha. Yeah, but I think it will rain later. Maybe later in the night. Futa, kuna ingine yenye uko nayo yenye sio fresh fry? Sitaki mimi hiyo. Hebu nipatie fresh fry. 1 liter ni 2 liters ni how much? These things are expensive. Hebu chukua moja. Which one do you want? Me, I don't take sweets. Hebu pick haraka. You want this one, the orange or the lemon? And that one. There's a strawberry. This is strawberry. Orange. Okay. I'm coming for bananas. And I love these bananas. These are normal bananas, not mini plantains. But there's another banana there inside there. In a couple. It wants to rain. Go to cross. Mpaka saa ngapi? 5:30. So niache mtu akuja chukua. Sawa. I've had this ferment for some time. I don't know if it's still, it's too fermented. Yeah, this can make porridge. I think I'll pour the water on top, although I can use it as a starter and then do another ferment. No, change and then wash this, then do another ferment. It's actually okay. Yeah, see that? It's still okay. So I'm gonna use it. I'm never going to throw it away. Starting afresh is not something I want to do. So I'll put it away and then wash the container and begin another fermentation. I had poured the liquid inside here. I just washed most of my ferment gadgets, my containers, with plain water. We don't need soap contamination. So I'm gonna put everything inside. That is the tomato and the onions, and then I will add in the oil and the salt. Yeah. So at this point, they are cooked slightly, or is it? Yeah, they are really cooked. That is what I wanted. A bit mushy. So I'm gonna add in the dengu. I add in a little bit of the coconut milk. I'm using mangoes. Good morning, guys. I want to go and get some milk. It's another day. It's actually 7 a.m. in the morning. I want to go and get milk for breakfast. Looks like it wants to rain. It's actually raining, but not so much. Just kidogo. My container over here, as always. My eyes always look puffy in the morning. If you see this left eye, it's even more worse in the morning. Actually, sometimes I don't see well. Not that I don't see well. I see visions are like most visions are in the cloud. Yeah, as the day progresses, it still looks bad, but it's never badly off when the sun comes up. And I don't know why it had to heal and leave a scar and then go back to the same state where it was. But I think I'll still continue going to the place until I find a solution. But they told me when the ulcerated eye healed, it left a scar which nothing can be done. So I'll live with the scar. I have a scar. When you look close, you can see the scar. Anyway, it's a good morning, and I thought of taking you along as I go for the milk. As I said, I prefer walking a lot these days. Like, I prefer running out of things and just stepping out and getting those things. So let's go. But it's raining, a little bit of it, some drops. But honestly, it's the perfect weather for one to be outside. If somebody wants to work out, I think it is the perfect weather. I think I prefer walking at this time compared to during the day, but all in all, it's okay. Yeah. So I've gotten the milk. Yeah, now let me walk home. See, it rained last night, but I think it never rained so much. At some point when I feel like my life is never headed to the right direction, maybe health-wise, I always slow down, take a break, write down in my head actually. I don't write down physically and figure out the kind of life I want to lead. So when I did slow down this time, I decided to take small walks. I've always taken walks, but I always took walks out of pressure, not willingly. Like, I need to lose weight, I need to walk. No, I'm never in a rush to lose any weight. But what I understand about my body is whenever I do walk and incorporate good habits, eating habits, my body just sheds down automatically. So I'm never pressured. I'm honestly never pressured. I already hata sisi tungeenda tu aki. Si tungeenda tu hata sisi. So this is dengu from last night. Yeah, the leftovers. I'm yet to empty the pot, but it's still a lot. I think we'll take that for lunch. Then I push it. Honestly, that is a lot of milk. I can't make tea with all that milk, but I want to make porridge for those who don't take tea these days like me. I have decided to make porridge. So this is the one I fermented last night. It's not so much ready, but it's very sour, which I actually want. So I'm making plantains as well because I had them. Why not make them this morning? I love plantain. Where? Plantain tastes so good when fried. I had people take them raw. That's my breakfast, guys. I've decided to take it outside, yeah, and enjoy the cool morning.
Dreams keep flying away. A song we're far beyond. Keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. It's something I don't do. I feel this window in my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I feel lucky and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go, lights are running to you on a street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a best for looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a best for looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slipped to the right, bind it to the blue. I slipped to the right, bind it to the blue. I slipped to the right, bind it to the blue. I slipped to the right. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a best for looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a best for looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I keep dreaming, but my dreams keep flying away. A song we're far beyond. Keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. Got down feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on a street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. Got down feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slip to the right, to the left. I slip to the right, to the
I want to make breakfast, and for breakfast I've decided to make sweet corn, just boiled sweet corn, and maybe some tea. I finished the ferment for porridge, so I'm not going to do porridge until I do another ferment. So it's good to change our breakfast today and maybe do tea. Yeah, I'll figure out what to take. I'm honestly keeping away from tea. Yeah, not only tea, but I'm keeping away from fresh milk. Anything that comes with milk, I only get to take it occasionally when I go out. Okay. I love the sweet corn because even my babies can be able to take. So this came along with the other pot, and you can use it as a casserole. You can use it as a pot. Yeah, it's kind of fancy. Boiling them in a different pot. I'm going to use the same pot to actually boil the eggs. I'm going to cover this. I have tea here that I boiled last night, so I just want it to heat up. Then we shall wait for this and have our breakfast. I want to cure my kombucha, and to do that, this kombucha is already almost down, but we still have the SCOBY over here. But today I want to do both green tea and a black tea. The black tea I'll put it here, the green tea I'll put it here, because the green tea is it's a lot. Yeah, so to begin, because I want to use this jar today as I wait to get a bigger bucket, I'm gonna sterilize this, and normally I sterilize using hot water. Yeah, so many people have been asking me to show them on how I do make my kombucha, so I will take you step by step. It doesn't have a lot of work, honestly. Most of the time I do save my kombucha, some organic kombucha that I remove and try and make another SCOBY. So I have here, it's been sitting here I think for over 2 weeks. Yeah, it's still forming the SCOBY, as you can see. Yeah, that is the SCOBY. It's still forming, so I'll still let it sit in a darker place as we form this. Maybe I can give somebody who is interested in making a SCOBY, maybe family, yeah, or maybe use it as my starter. So I'm gonna put that aside. This is the black tea I made last night, and you have to wait until it cools down. So I let it cool down overnight. I covered it so that we can stay away from anything that was passing by to contaminate the tea. So this is the black tea. Black tea is simply majani. For Kenyans, you know that in majani plain. It's not infused with ginger or anything. It's just plain. It's black tea. Yeah. So sugar, fresh water, purified water, and tea leaves. You can always measure. Don't let it be bitter, but the concentration should be a bit dark, but not bitter. Don't go extreme. This one is green tea. You saw me infusing it last night. I just let the water boil, of course, fresh water, that is purified water. And then I added some sugar, like 3 cups of sugar. The kombucha needs sugar for it, for the bacteria to feed on the sugar, for fermentation to take place, for it to form kombucha. Yeah, kombucha is healthy. So the sugar is lost whenever the feeding is taking place. So the sugar doesn't affect your health, like if you're avoiding taking sugary things like me. So this is green tea. I used like how many leaves? How many tea bags? These are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. My token. So these are 12 tea bags. So I'm gonna wash my hands and squeeze the rest of the nutrients. Every time I handle kombucha, I wash my hands. I don't even get to wipe them because we don't want to get even the impurities from the towels. So I'll squeeze them gently. You see, it's very green. Yeah. I play between green tea and black tea. If you ask me, green tea has to be my favorite. And also I love the black tea because when I infuse with fruits, oh, it's something else. So I've just squeezed it. I didn't know we are going to do because we want to make also black tea kombucha. I'm gonna put this aside, and then now we are going to remove the SCOBY and then transfer a little bit of it here so that it can assist with the fermentation of the black tea in this jar. So let me put it here. If you want to start your kombucha journey, just remember the only thing that you need is a starter, a SCOBY, a culture, whichever name, but that is what you need. You can simply get plain kombucha, maybe from the stores. We have stores that have plain kombucha like Chandarana, but it's always something that it's like a gamble. But we have people who sell that. You get the SCOBY, the fresh SCOBY, you get the kombucha itself, and then you pour the kombucha here, maybe a liter, and then cover this lid like this tightly, put it in a dark place that you know it's not contaminated, and then let it sit for 7 to 15, no, for 15 to 16 days. 15 to 16 days, that time is enough for the SCOBY to form. The SCOBY is the cloud thing that looks like mushroom. It's quite big. So this is actually the SCOBY. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the SCOBY I have shared before, and I've even shared a closer look at it. So this is the SCOBY. Mine has been layering a lot. I keep adding, so it has been layering a lot. So I'm gonna tear it into half. Yeah, leave this here and put this here so that we can jumpstart the other green tea, the other black tea. I'm gonna put it there, but I'm still going to get a bigger bucket. Yeah, for today, let me do that. And then add a little bit of the drink. And then, so here we have the one that will make green tea, and then we have the one that will make black tea. So Don't be confused about that. So I said once the kombucha sits for 15 days, it will form the cloud, and then now you start the fermentation. The fermentation is simply boiling, maybe boiling water, adding some black tea and sugar. Make sure that the sugar, the sweet taste of the tea is on the higher side, and then now you can let it sit until it's completely cool down, and then you can now start treating it. You add into your starter the culture. Yeah, you add it here, cover it, put it in a darker place, let that ferment for 7 days. To sieve it, you have to sieve the tea. You always have to sieve the tea, and always make sure that you use clean things or utensils. So let's add the green tea into the SCOBY. Some do get to remove the SCOBY first before they add the tea. Whichever way, it works for me. Yeah. This is what we have, but I think I'll get a bigger bucket later in the day. But in the meantime, we're gonna work with this. So normally this one, I'll keep it up there. I have a place where I ferment, and this one I put in the cabinet. So I hope you got the knowledge on how to make kombucha. Arranging and disarranging my teas, I figured out this morning I will have to take the blueberry tea. I don't know what's so good about this arranging and disarranging. We keep arranging every time. So today I'm gonna take blueberry tea with breakfast. As I wait, I'm gonna steep or infuse this. So I'm gonna let this sit as I wait for the breakfast to cook. I could have done house chores, but I can't do house chores while I'm hungry. I'm so hungry this morning. It's around 6:40. So we got these guavas from up country. So I'm gonna snack on the guavas as I wait for breakfast. It's gonna take long. So by the time I'm done eating, the guavas will be in my stomach like 30 minutes. Yeah. And will give room for other things. I love guavas. Honestly, I love guavas. I always wait for the season, and whenever the season comes up, I don't know why I don't go to the countryside. So I'm going to have this as I wait for my breakfast. I have decided to make a different tea. This is just simply milk. Yeah, milk and a little bit of water and sugar. Yeah, it has a little bit of sugar, not too much. I honestly did not need to see that. And then here, what I want to add is caramel tea. Apparently, there's somebody who loves it. So we're gonna add it in milk because initially I never read the instructions of the option of adding milk. Yeah. Or, yeah, add milk, sugar, or honey for your taste. This one is spoiled. I don't know how good it is, but let me put it here and we shall see. So that is what we have for breakfast. Actually, I got this brown buns. My sister-in-law came over and brought me these buns, and the tea is still infusing. My blueberry is ready, and we have the eggs and the corn. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this breakfast, and I'll see you later. I decided because it's beautiful this morning. It rained last night. Why not take breakfast from here just for, yeah, some fresh air? I love it when I'm out here.
I keep dreaming, but my dreams keep flying away. A song we're far beyond. Keep chasing them, and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key, and I'm trying to stop. Got down feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's up.
Hii ama ile
Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say,
mia.
yeah,
Nitolea mia. Utanitolea hizi hapa.
it's up by four. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say, it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran.
It's dinner time. I want to make dinner. I'm gonna make rice and beans, but beans I'm gonna add something else. And yeah, I wanna cover it and let it just boil. The obsession I have about these pots is unmatched. I literally want to use it in everything except porridge and tea. So let me add some oil because I want to make beans. Then I'm gonna add onions and garlic. I always like adding onions and garlic on cold oil because this is a pot. You don't want to risk adding hot oil. You never know what will happen. So it will just, in the meantime, I want to make some fruit juice, fresh fruit juice. Yeah, so these are passions. And I've got sweet oranges. I'm gonna mix this and make some good cocktail. Ah, these are sweet. I'm gonna squeeze them here and sieve them. Everything in, including the sweet orange, and then I'll sieve them together. The onions are nicely done. I'm going to add in some coriander powder, just a little. Give this a good mix, and then add in the tomato puree. A little bit of salt. The beans have salt, so I don't want to overdo it and then end up with salty food. Cover this and cook down the acidity. So this is what we have so far. The juice looks so nice. Yeah. I'm sure the sugar is enough. Let me taste.
I keep dreaming, but my dreams keep flying away. A song we're far beyond. Keep chasing them, and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key, and I'm trying to stop. Got down feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's up past four. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's up past four. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on the street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when I'm